me, like me.
Yo, what's up, guys?
Me
Talking to me. Talking to who? Him.
Wait. Don't tell me you're doing that flux thing like AJ doing.
No, I'm not that.
Yo, flux.
Yo, what's up,
Don't do
guys?
that.
It's your boy, King User, aka Jacob. Welcome back to another live stream of GTA 5.
GTA V. I'll be like GTA V. I don't even think about GTA 5. I'll be like GTA V.
Wait, you don't actually say GTA 5, you say V?
I do say GTA 5, but I think about GTA V. That's what I think about.
Oh, so in your mind it's V, but
Yup.
out loud, publicly it's 5.
Yup.
Yeah, man.
Yep. And on my live stream,
Yo, guys,
No, how-
I'll be back.
alright.
That's crazy.
And on my live stream, know how we do it. Vibing.
Yes, sir. Street vibing.
I might buy to the music.
Kevin, man.
Hey guys, I'm about to hop off.
Huh?
So, you leave. You come back and you're like, alright guys, I'm about to hop off.
Come on, dude. I'm not like how I used to where I hop on and say peace out and then I hop off.
Nah, you're different. You leave, you come back and you say I'm about to hop off.
I'm not doing that now. Oh my. Not. You made me become one of those lunatics in the arc.
Yo, dude. You gonna hop off?
Yup. He's gonna hop off.
Let me know if anything interesting happens.
Alright. Are you gonna be on mute?
Yup.
If y'all all leave, I'm out.
Oh yeah, I'm finna go there.
What you mean you finna go?
I know nothing interesting finna happen.
Oh yeah, I feel it. Nothing interesting is finna happen at all.
It's only cause AJ left.
Wait, AJ left?
Well, he didn't leave us, but he just on
I was
mute.
gonna say, if he left, I'm gone. That's it.
Yeah, that boy is just on mute.
Alright, I might put myself on mute. If you guys wanna hop on my live stream. No! Dude, I'm not actually leaving. I'm just going right out. So you won't hear my music. Dude, I'm not going to leave the party. I'm still going to hang out. If you guys want to hop on my live stream, just, let me know if anything happens. Let me know if anything happens. I'm gonna vibe out. No. If it just taking too long, I might hop off. I don't know. No. I'm finna vibe out real quick. Let me know if anything happens, alright, Notch?
Yo, Jacob, AJ.
Hey.
They're all gone.
What, man? Dude, I'm not gone. I'm just vibing out. I'm just gonna vibe out. Let me know if anything happens. Let me know.
He get ready to go.
Yeah, me too.
I know.
Are you staying
Drip?
at the party?
Huh?
I'm gonna be back at 1 a.m. if you're staying in the party.
1 a.m.
Cause don't take it too seriously, fam. I'm just messing around with y'all. You sent me a whole message. Dude, I'm still here just vibing to. Don't take it too serious. I'm just saying.
I sell my shit the thug away. Ain't no real sense in me going the other way. Can I be seen in that shit from the other day? On got a drip, I can leave with the gunner. Running this shit only been out 2 summers. That 4x4 truck, I post 300. Whoever they know how I'm coming. Ain't got no feelings on here for the money. Treat every flow like a magic on money. Niggas ain't rich for real, they getting fronted. Gave her a dime, told her fist up her stomach. By the time she get back, I'ma switch up my number. Count to her friend like I've been on a bumper.
I'm back.
Been the topic of discussion. Draco with 400, they shooting from Russia. Bad vibes in my show like
I'm a fighting.
I won't even touch you. All I do is get out here bushin'.
Oh, you won't hear my music.
Drizzy hit me up like he got another one. Money ain't
Cause I'm vibing to my music.
fucking on my so I might as well do
You're a gangster with AJ. I got you, Jacob.
What?
You a gangster with AJ.
Yeah,
Got you red-handed. I'm just messing with you. No, I'm not messing. I'm just kidding. No, I'm not messing. I'm just kidding. AJ, come off of mute. You got 30 seconds. Now.
That's game.
What does that's game mean, though, Notch?
Well, I kind of just, I don't even know how I got the word, but now it's just like that's game. Basically, it means that's it. Game over.
Oh, yep. Hey, I'm rapping. Hey, I'm capping. Let me dab it. I will be back. Got a crack. You should lack.
Boy, if you don't get your... Hear about it. Yeah, hear about it.
I'm here.
You not here about it?
I'm here, dude.
You not here about it?
But I'm here. I'm just vibing.
Hear about it.
I'm here.
You're not here about it.
I'm here.
Dude, playing.
Dude, what are you talking about?
You was not here about it.
Dude, what are you talking about?
No, what are you talking about? Me? You was not here about it.
Oh my god.
Goofy self.
Dude, what are you talking about?
What's going on, guys? What's going on?
Alright, I have an offer. I have something I want you to do. Faith.
Yeah.
Alright, I want you to hop on YouTube, right?
Yeah. Oh no. Not one of the video. Please, no.
Dude,
Alright,
he
hop on
doesn't-
YouTube.
Go to the 4-acre road.
Please, no.
And I want you to go to channels and go on my channel.
Why do I gotta go on your channel?
Cause I have something funny.
I got y'all.
Dude, not you playing me. Dude, not you playing me. Because he had your here.
And I got a little certain. There's a certain
Hey, I was here.
There's a certain part in the video that I want you to watch that I think is funny. It's in the comments. And it's all about you. Because you I don't know what you was
It
on.
gotta be about me.
Because there was something wrong with you in that clip. It was this clip in the comment. There's 2 clips in the comment that I want you to watch. Because you was just straight up tripping. You were tripping. I'm telling you, watch it. I want to see your reaction.
Fail, bro. Oh my goodness.
It's not even when you fail. It's when you were acting goofy. Look, go to it. You gonna see. You're gonna see how freaking goofy you was acting. Tell me when you want it. I gotta hear your reaction, bro.
Dude, it's so hard to find your channel.
No, it's not. I literally just told you how to do it. Works. Have to go to post, bros. Go to channel. And you gonna find my channel down there.
Yo, that used to be my try-hard music back in Fortnite days.
Right hard.
You remember that, Knox?
Yo. That tree hard.
I used to clap everybody in what's it called?
Fortnite Battle Pass.
Yeah, that, but in what's it called? World Cup.
Oh yeah.
That's your pump?
Everybody was up in the cup.
He was so done with it, he actually just left the game.
He really did though. Can you find my channel yet, bro?
Yo, dude, that used to be your home.
Just giggling all the time. Having a Lego house, car, or dog. I want to have a Lego house. Although having said that, it would be fun to walk a Lego dog around the neighborhood. Would I rather build with red Lego pieces or blue Lego pieces? Black Lego pieces.
What?
House. Although
Lego pieces.
it would be fun to walk.
Lego.
Nah, would you rather build with red Lego pieces or blue Lego pieces? What Lego pieces would you rather build?
You landed already, Batman. I'm Batman. I'm Batman.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm like Batman.
I'm Batman.
Ganda, man! Ah! You did! Ganda! Ganda!
I'm Batman.
Yo, dude!
I'm Batman.
Yo, dude! I just killed the driver in the car on GTA.
Would you rather be built with red Lego pieces or blue Lego pieces?
Blue.
Lego pieces. I'll be back.
Alright.
Suspect moving 80 miles per hour on a green motorbike. Suspect left
I got run over. Messed up. By a truck. Nah. We couldn't do this. Come on. Yeah. Enrique. Idiot.
Why Jacob's mute again?
Yo, here, bro.
Yeah.
They just know I'm getting bigger. They just know a nigga busy. I been running out them dishes. Yeah.
Dude, I'm here. You thought I was on mute? I'm here. Dude. Dude, you thought I was... My bad. My bad. My bad, bro. I just, and, I'm here. I'm here, bro. It's only anything. I'm not gonna go on mute. I'm not gonna let you leave. Love you, bro. Love you, bro.
Alright, yo,
Yo, dude.
I was, yo, by the way, bro, come on, you taking things too seriously. Chill out, man.
My bad, friend.
What the heck is that?
I still love you, okay?
Oh, that's...
Love you, bro.
It's a cockroach. Not a cockroach, but... What the... Nah, where did it go?
No! The fact that you lost it was crazy.
No.
My bad, bro.
No, I'm not even worried about that no more. I'm worried about this bug that I just saw. Minecraft, playing Fortnite and live streaming. Minecraft. 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 Diamonds in my bank account. In my bank account. In my bank account. In my bank account. In my ender chest. In my ender chest. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Not just ready to build the earth. 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 Ready to build the earth.
Bro, they just watch in horror. As they teammates getting bodied.
I just griefed the world the other day playing Minecraft.
Gotta report it.
Dude, you know this guy? That's 21 Heaven.
Yeah, I know. I'm finna listen to Always Nerdy.
Yeah, I like all 21 Heaven.
Time to listen to Always Nerdy. 3, 2, 1, and... Start.
Arkham Origins is over twice the size of Arkham City, featuring a new area, South Gotham, also called New Gotham, with Pioneer's Bridge connecting the two. They also added random events in the city, allowing you to stop crimes in progress as you roam around Gotham. One of the most noticeable differences, though, is the Christmas aesthetic of the game, since the story takes place entirely on Christmas Eve night. Gotham is full of snow and Christmas decorations, and creative director Eric Holmes tells Game Informer that a Christmas theme was chosen due to how the prettiness of Christmas contrasts.
Oh, this place just didn't do me like that.
It's a
Nah,
beautiful
get out
thing
the
in
car.
a place.
We're
It adds
going
an
to do
ironic
this.
humor to things without breaking the seriousness of the theme, which is really fun for us.
Nah.
The voice cast
Yo.
was also changed up for Arkham Origins, since
Yeah.
WB Montreal wanted these characters to sound similar but younger compared to the voices.
And
we
now I
heard
got
in
the car
games.
homie.
Most notably, Kevin Conroy has been subbed out for Roger Craig Smith as
Get out of my
Batman,
way, bro.
who takes over the role of Joker from Mark Hamill. Although Kevin Conroy and Mark Hamill are legendary voices of Batman and Joker respectively, I do think it was the right decision to bring in some new voices for this prequel. However, we'll discuss how these new actors did when we get to the audio section of the video. There were also some really incredible CG trailers released to promote the game. One in particular shows a fight between Batman and Deathstroke, and it's honestly my favorite CG trailer that I've never seen for a game. It's pretty long, so I don't think I can show all of it, but I'll show the best part, the Deathstroke fight, during the chapter break for the gameplay section. Batman Arkham Origins released in October 2013 to PS3, Xbox 360, Wii U, and PC. For this video, I played the PC version of the game, which is where all the gameplay clips that you'll see came from. I should mention that I also played the game using a gamepad, specifically an Xbox One controller, so if you see any Xbox button prompts appear, that's why. Also, if you enjoyed this video, I'd appreciate it if you gave it a like since it helps the channel. You can also subscribe if you'd like to see more retrospectives like this one. My goal for this video is to be as comprehensive as possible, and as I'm sure you've already noticed, this will be a much longer video, so kick back, relax, and let's start by delving into the story of Batman Arkham Origins. So the intro cutscene of this was actually getting copyright flagged for the score, so I'll have to describe it a bit, which is a shame because it's actually a pretty badass cutscene. To start, it opens with a lot of frantic cuts as the Bat front Bruce as the enemy of the Batcave. I like this a lot since it immediately gives us a sense of fear associated with Bruce. We also get a lot of story background in this one cutscene as Bruce watches the news from the Bat computer. The news states that Gotham is under a severe winter storm warning, urging the citizens to stay in their homes until everything is cleared. This provides a story reason as to why Gotham City is free of innocent bystanders, but full of criminals and corrupt cops. The news also announces the arrest of Julian Day, aka the Calendar Man, a killer whose murders are associated with various holidays. Calendar Man has been given the death penalty, with the execution date set for tonight, which is ironically Christmas Eve. Giving the announcement is Gotham's Commissioner Loeb, not James Gordon. This is so early on in Batman's career that Gordon hasn't even become commissioner yet, and currently holds the rank captain. Gordon does respond on the news regarding Batman, though, denying his existence. Batman is seen as more of a mythological figure at this point, with Gotham unsure if he's good, bad, human, or if he even exists. We next get news of a breakout in a Blackgate prison led by Roman Sionis, aka Black Mask. Black Mask has reportedly taken Commissioner Loeb hostage, so it's up to Batman to rescue him. We get the suit-up sequence as Bruce goes into Batman mode, and we take the Batwing to Blackgate Prison to stop the riots and save Commissioner Loeb. As soon as we enter the prison, we rescue Warden Joseph from one of Black Mask's thugs. Understandably terrified by this whole ordeal, he panics and takes a swing at us too. Once he calms down, he points us in the direction of Black Mask. If we talk to him more, we'll find out that he was complicit to a degree with this breakout. Apparently, Black Mask threatened his family, requesting that he clear his men out of one of the wings in Blackgate. Out of fear, the warden obliged. We'll later see a clip of this, which indicates how he lost his eye. As we continue through the prison, we spot a random drone flying through, but we don't know who it belongs to yet. We also come across news reporter Vicky Vale and need to save her from some of Black Mask's thugs, one of our first combat encounters in the game. Regarding the combat, it's pretty much the same as the other Arkham games. You'll have your basic attack button causing Batman to strike enemies, and you have a counter button that you'll press right before the enemy attacks you, as indicated by the glowing lines above their heads. Stringing together combos is important since you'll get progressively faster and gain the ability to take an enemy down immediately once you reach a combo of 5 or higher based on the skills that you've unlocked. You're also incentivized not to button mash, since improperly timing attacks will often reset your combo counter back to 0, hindering your effectiveness. It's a relatively simple system, but it's fast-paced and tests your reflexes, which makes it a lot of fun. Eventually, we encounter Black Mask as he parades Commissioner Loeb through the prison and towards the execution chamber. With the meta-knowledge that one day Gordon will become commissioner, it's safe to say things aren't looking too good for Loeb right now. Along with them is Killer Croc, and this is Batman's first encounter with him. Croc appears to be the muscle of the breakout, brute forcing his way through the prison. As we continue our pursuit, we have to make our way through Calendar Man's cell, which has a couple interesting details. There are of course a ton of calendars scattered within it, but Julian has also etched a to-do list into the wall. The top one with a big circle around it is Judge Harkness. In the audio files, we learn that Harkness was highly against Julian pleading insanity for the trial. He wanted Julian tried as a sane man so he could give him the death penalty. It was also Judge Harkness who decided on Christmas Eve as the execution date, calling it poetic justice, so this is likely why he's on Calendar Man's hit list. We can also see a note on the wall that reads, "Happy Holidays, Julian," with the initials HQ. I believe this is a note from Harleen Quinzel, who we'll later know as Joker's girlfriend, Harley Quinn. She hasn't gone full clown princess at this point in time, and is instead a psychiatric intern at Blackgate. She was tasked with giving the initial psychological evaluation of Calendar Man, who she deemed insane. However, at the behest of the judge, Warden Joseph ordered her to re-evaluate him, but this time mark him as sane. If she didn't, he threatened to fire her. She reluctantly agreed, but managed to talk her way into evaluating all new criminals as they enter the prison, which will be important later. There's also another audio file where she's calling a patient on behalf of the office of psychiatrist Dr. Hugo Strange, a villain we'll become very familiar with in Batman Arkham City. Furthermore, we can even find Strange's office called Strange Minds, as well as a poster for his self-help seminars. Continuing through the prison though, we eventually make it to the execution chamber as Black Mask frees Calendar Man and replaces him with Commissioner Loeb. Before Batman can make it into the room, they put the gas chamber on and Loeb is killed. Even though Loeb was an extremely corrupt cop, Batman is pissed that Black Mask murdered someone and continues to pursue him. Along the way we come across that drone from earlier, smashed by Killer Croc.
Oh, finally AJ came back. Oh, that don't hate you.
Himself, leading into our first boss fight of the game. Croc is very powerful, so we can't beat him head on.
I thought you were me. I thought you were AJ Finger, bro.
After a while, he'll pick up an explosive canister to throw at us, but if we launch a batarang at it, it'll explode on him instead. Croc will also occasionally grab us and attempt to bite our head off, which is really terrifying. I feel bad about this, but I wanted to see what would happen if I didn't push him off, and you can rest easy knowing that he doesn't successfully bite your head off. Instead, Batman uses his gauntlet as a defense. For a first boss fight though, Croc is pretty solid. He tests your basic combat skills and also requires you to use your quick-fire batarangs, which will be handy in later fights as well. He's challenging without being too overwhelming, and I think he was a good introductory battle. But after doing enough damage to Croc, calling in different assassins to kill the Bat for a cash prize. Warden shows up, attempting to arrest Batman and Croc, but Batman manages to escape into the Batwing, leaving Croc to be apprehended by the police. We then return back to the Batcave to analyze the memory cards in that drone, and learn that it's been spending a lot of time spying on Black Mask recently, giving us info on the bounty as well as the specific assassins that are after us.
Business. Black Mask isn't messing around.
I don't care.
Slade Wilson, Deathstroke, former military, subject of a failed medical experiment. Failed, you say? Garfield Lynns, aka Firefly, burns on 90% of his body. His obsession is going to be his end. How unlike anyone I know. Here's a face I don't recognize. Copperhead. Strange. His reports reference a male, not a female.
14 escapes, huh? Well, you won't be escaping.
Wait, what? What the hell?
Floyd Loughlin, aka Deadshot. Says here he's an expert sharpshooter. Suspected of many assassinations. Dangerous, but reckless. Street tough named Lester Baczynski. Calls himself Electrocutioner. Shocking. Shiva. Her skill is unmatched.
Wait for this!
That I thought were interesting during this cutscene as well. The first is that WB Montreal used a location from Arkham City for Deathstroke's introduction, the museum where we face Penguin. Batman also mentions the records for Copperhead reference a male, which is a sly nod to the fact that Copperhead was a male in the comics. While we're in the Batcave, we can take a moment to explore and see what Batman's been up to. One of my favorite details is Batman's crime board. The first column of investigation seems to be based on the various crime families in Gotham, specifically the Falcone.
Notch. You listening to Always Nerdy?
Yup.
How you liking Always Nerdy so far?
Huh?
How you liking Always Nerdy so far?
I mean, you cool.
AJ will hate you if he heard you say that.
I don't know why.
AJ hates nerds. Wait, Notch, are you a nerd in school?
I'm smart. I wouldn't call me a nerd.
That means that you are a AKA Firefly burns at 90% of his body. It's obsession, this is what he said.
Man, you suck. Man, you a genetic experiment gone wrong, dog.
Oh, you know I gotta play that.
Play what?
Open beta. Call it the modern warfare.
Call of Duty. Come on, bro. You know that.
You know I gotta play that.
Who plays Call of Duty in 2022?
Everybody.
No. That game is old.
What? Oh, you say. Bro, niggas can't.
Welcome back. I have a very...
Huh? Who?
A training area in the Batcave, and it's really cool being able to roam around the cave and explore. I also like how you can pop in and have conversations with Alfred occasionally too. I feel bad for him though. He'll often mention how he's concerned for Bruce and how he wishes he could just stay home so they could have Christmas dinner and open gifts together. He'll also occasionally mention how he's being harassed by a giant bat in the cave, who he calls King Bat.
I've seen a rather large bat in the cave, sir. Do take care not to anger it. I wasn't planning to. Good. With everything occurring tonight, the last thing we need is a pest problem. I'm sure it's harmless, Alfred. You haven't seen the creature.
This is likely the bat we saw during that opening cutscene. But despite Alfred's wishes that we stay home, we continue our investigation into Black Mask, this time heading to Jezebel Plaza, the location where the drone was meant to return after spying on Black Mask. When we get to Jezebel Plaza, we discover an arms deal going down, led by Penguin's crew. Batman wants to question Penguin about what he knows, and decides that the leader of this arms deal is the best one to interrogate. That's this guy with the Santa hat, Ricky Loose Lips LeBlanc. After taking out the rest of his crew, Batman takes a crack at interrogating him.
Where is the Penguin? Yo, Herobrine, you wanna explain this?
Where is he?
No, Herobrine?
Dang.
Herobrine.
Yeah.
You wanna explain this part in the video?
I didn't watch it yet.
Accidentally causes Ricky to pass out. This is a good example of
Wake up. What happened? Yo, Notch. Time to talk. Where's Cobblepot?
Let's figure it out.
Ricky's phone starts to go off, and it's a message from the Penguin. Ricky is willing to talk now, but Batman no longer needs him, since he can just trace Penguin's location from the SIM card. Instead of reeling Ricky back up, he just drops him onto the Christmas tree below, which I think is hilarious. Also, I just want to mention how incredible some of these shots are in these cutscenes. They really did an excellent job of lining up the perfect angles, and I especially love how Batman looks with the moon as a backdrop. He really does look terrifying. In one of the behind-the-scenes videos, we get a glimpse of how these cutscenes were directed, and the use of a device that operates as a virtual camera, which was really interesting.
We're using all in-game assets for sure, and we're filming them with a virtual camera. So it's like a joystick with a screen, and the screen shows me what I see in the virtual world. So if I move around, it's like being in that world. It's giving us a bit of that handheld feeling, so it's giving us some realism.
Now that we have Penguin's signal, we're able to track him to an old cruise ship that's been transformed into a hideout. Upon arrival, there's a pretty cool Easter egg on the wall, a flyer for a psychological study conducted by Jonathan Crane. Crane later becomes the villain Scarecrow, but starts off as a psychologist interested in the way the brain processes fear. His study is likely on this topic, and foreshadows his eventual rise to villainy. Inside the final offer, we learn this is also the same night that Penguin is conducting a fighting arena on the boiler deck, with the winner getting a chance to go up against his prize fighter, the Electrocutioner, one of the 8 assassins tasked with killing Batman. Batman drops in on the boiler deck, and Electrocutioner comes out to handle him.
To save you a lot of trouble coming here, Batman. We'll kill you. Then jumpstart your heart.
He's set up to be our next boss fight, and he's ready to rumble. He's incredibly arrogant, but it turns out that he's all bark, no bite, and Batman takes him out with one hit.
Who wants to show me where the Penguin is?
I thought this was pretty funny, and I liked how they even gave him a full health bar as he entered the arena. It reminded me a lot of the Mysterio fight from Spider-Man 2, the way the player is made to think that this will be an intense fight, only for it to end as soon as you press the attack button. But with Electrocutioner down, Penguin's right-hand woman Tracy tells all the henchmen to rush Batman and take him down. After taking them all out, we can continue our hunt for Penguin. As we progress through the ship, Tracy sends us a message over the intercom, telling us that Electrocutioner has woken up and escaped. This is another mistake on Batman's end, and he acknowledges that he should have tied him up and sent the cops to retrieve him. However, in the theme of Batman making awesome mistakes, he's able to turn this negative into a positive by having Alfred scan the city for energy signatures matching Electrocutioner's gloves. While Alfred gets to work on that, we continue to pursue Penguin. Continuing through the ship, we also find an Easter egg based on this replica. Penguin's voiceover of the ship mentions that it was at one point called the Olivia B. Meredith, which is a nod to the 1960s Batman show, where the actor portraying Penguin was named Oliver Burgess Meredith. We can also enter Penguin's office, which has a few other Easter eggs within it. First, in one of the cases, we can see a bunch of umbrellas, which is his trademark weapon. In the comics, Penguin has umbrellas that conceal various weapons, usually a gun, but sometimes a knockout gas or some kind of propeller he can use to fly. We can also find a newspaper on the wall stating that Gotham is now the second most dangerous city, which makes me nervous for whatever city is the first. We can also find blueprints for the Iceberg Lounge, which will end up being Penguin's new base of operations later on. There's also a list of planned hijackings, naming 3 noteworthy companies. There's Amertech, which used to employ the character John Henry Irons, who later becomes the hero Steel. If that sounds familiar, you might recognize him from his unfortunate movie where he's played by Shaq. There's also LexCorp, the company owned by Superman nemesis Lex Luthor. Last on the list is Queen Industries, owned by Oliver Queen, aka the Green Arrow. Next to this list is another one for weapon orders from the various assassins in Gotham, like Deathstroke and Deadshot. Bane even has his own special box down below, full of rockets and rocket launchers, something we'll see him using later in the story. Eventually, we track down Penguin as he tortures Alberto Falcone. Penguin's goal is to convince Alberto to talk his father into leaving the weapons business, leaving it open for Penguin to take over. Batman interrupts and starts to beat on Penguin for information about Black Mask. He's successful as Penguin tells him to investigate Lacey Towers, Black Mask's penthouse hideaway. Before he can tell us more, we're interrupted by another assassin, Deathstroke. This brings us back into the fighting pit against an extremely skilled opponent. Deathstroke is a weapons expert and highly skilled martial artist. Batman is as well, but Deathstroke matches his skill, making him a major threat, and he's commonly considered to be one of the deadliest assassins in the DC universe. So this is going to be a big step up from the enemies we faced prior to this. This is also potentially my favorite boss fight in the game, since it feels like a really tense one-on-one battle. You won't do well button mashing against Deathstroke, since he can block your attacks and take advantage of any openings you give him. Even with the attack indicators over his head, you still need to stay on your toes as he'll attack quickly, often multiple times. The fight itself is pretty straightforward, attack when you can and counter his strikes, but it's a fairly long battle and too many errors can be your downfall. As the fight progresses, he'll become more aggressive and attack more frequently. Eventually, Batman will break his staff and he'll pull out a sword, giving him new attack animations that you'll have to adapt to. I love this though because both of them feel evenly matched and it feels like you really have to focus during this entire fight. I think WB Montreal really nailed the feeling of a Deathstroke boss battle, and I go so far as to say that it's one of the best boss fights in the entire Arkham series, not even just from Origins. By the way, just a fun detail about Deathstroke is that he was the inspiration for Marvel's Deadpool. Deathstroke was introduced to comics first, nearly a decade before Marvel would use him as the baseline for Deadpool. Both are skilled mercenaries, and you can see similarities in their costumes. Marvel didn't even play coy about it, naming their character's alter ego nearly the same thing as DC's. Deathstroke is Slade Wilson, while Deadpool is Wade Wilson. But anyway, after finally taking down Deathstroke, Batman takes one of his gadgets for himself, the Remote Claw, a unique gadget to this game, although it has similar components to the Line Launcher. Meanwhile, Penguin has taken advantage of Deathstroke's unintentional distraction, reaching higher ground to taunt us before heading inside his locked room with the ladies. We can't get to Penguin now, but we can still use the lead he gave us earlier, which was to investigate Black Mask's hideout in Lacey Towers. When we arrive, we see that it's a murder crime scene. There's a woman hanging from a chandelier, and a dead body on the floor who appears to be Black Mask. Using our detective vision, we can scan the room for evidence to start to piece together what happened. We also find the woman's phone, showing text between her and Roman Sionis, where she's worried about someone named the Joker. At this point in time, Batman hasn't encountered the Joker, so he's unsure of who that is. After analyzing the rest of the clues, Batman is able to get a decent idea of what went down at the crime scene, but needs to access the Gotham City Police Department's criminal database system in order to run some DNA samples. This means we'll have to break into the GCPD and access their server room to complete our investigation. That's where we head next, and begin our infiltration of the police department. Even though these are all police officers, Batman shows no mercy in taking them down. Alfred is clearly distressed by this, asking him to take it easy on them since they're just city employees. Batman declines, stating that they're all incredibly corrupt and in his way. In a lot of superhero games, you won't beat up cops, but in this game, they're one of your main enemy types. The game goes to a lot of effort to prove that the Gotham City police force is incredibly corrupt and violent though, everyone except for Gordon. Just in these next couple of rooms, we'll see cops beating up on the homeless, and large bloodstains in the interrogation rooms, just a couple small examples of how cruel this police force can be. To further emphasize that the police are Batman's enemy, we'll overhear a meeting where corrupt SWAT leader Brandon informs his men that he's struck a deal with Black Mask to include them on the bounty for Batman's head. If any of them kill the Bat, they'll all split the $50 million. So Batman has no friends on this police force. While we're in this room though, Batman says to himself that he won't stand a chance against this many armed men, and that we should sneak past them. I wanted to test that out though, since I was curious to see if there were any Easter eggs for beating them all up. It was tough, but I was actually able to do it. Unfortunately, nothing happens if you do, but it was still fun though. Nevertheless, our journey through the GCPD brings us into contact with our old friend Loose Lips again. By the way, that is not a nickname you want in prison. Anyway, Loose Lips is under interrogation and reveals the cops have locked up a gadget of his, an electronic disruptor. Batman decides to interrogate him again to learn more about the device, and we take a detour to evidence locked up. Along the way, we also overhear...
Yo, AJ! Finally you came back! Yo, dude! Alright. I wanna be one of you, dude.